welcome to Edinboro Essentials, where we bring you the biggest headlines from around campus. I'm Sabrina Boots.
And I'm Jay Zamanek, and here's what's been happening around campus. This past Thursday, IUP hosted a Zoom meeting for students who were interested in navigating Pivot, an online resource for financial aid opportunities. Students from schools all over Pennsylvania attended the meeting for topics such as how to identify funding opportunities, submit to institutional hierarchy for review and approval, and submission to the agency. The next session will cover proposal development and will occur on October 19th from 2 to 3 p.m.
A few weeks ago, Highlands 3 and 4 fire alarms went off after a sprinkler system malfunction. Residents on the 50s wing of Highlands 3 and 4 were relocated. This incident is similar to what happened in Highlands 2 and 6 in recent years. The university has recently put out repair plans for this semester.
Had a sprinkler head activation on the 4th floor, the 50 wings side of the building, which caused water damage from the 4th floor down to the 1st floor at varying degrees, decreasing as the water went down. That specific cause of that sprinkler head activation is currently still under investigation, but we had approximately 26 rooms that were impacted in some way, and we had to relocate approximately 55 students. We're currently in the remediation phase on floors 4 and 3. They're demoing portions of the 2nd floor right now, and the 1st floor has been demoed, and they're starting the repairs process.
The university has announced students will be able to move into Highlands 3 at the start of the spring semester.
On October 6th, 88.9 WFSC celebrated World College Radio Day. This year, student DJs took turns on shifts to be on air for a full 24 hours. Additionally, several alumni shared their experience about participating in college radio during their time at Edinboro.
Hello, and welcome back to Weekly Sports Update with yours truly, Joey Budfumble. Yes, that is a Mark Sanchez reference. Today, we will be covering.
Students now have the chance to show off their fall photos of Edinboro. The university's Instagram page at PennWEdinboro is sharing student-submitted photos as a part of a fall photo contest. To submit your own photo, send it to communications@pennwest.edu or tag the campus Instagram.
We are halfway through the fall semester, and that means it's time to start thinking about classes for the winter and spring semesters. The registration window is quickly approaching, and starting now, you can preview what classes are being offered for the upcoming semester. Stay tuned for next week's show, where we will explain how to register for classes and give more information regarding registration.
The Jefferson Educational Society's satellite lecture series visited the Edinboro campus again. Last Wednesday, with a presentation titled The Power of Branding and Marketing, NWPA Innovation Beehive. Christopher Lantinen, the director for the Center of Branding and Strategic Communication, a branch of the NWPA Beehive, allowed the audience a peek behind the curtain into the world of marketing and branding. Lantinen discussed story cycles used for brand stories, current market trends, and discussed previous work done by the Beehive.
Faculty, staff, and students are invited to submit nominations for the Equity and Presidential Awards, sponsored by the Office of Equity and Title IX. There are several awards up for nominations, such as Outstanding Community, Outstanding Employee and Students, as well as Special Group Awards. Nominees should exemplify the qualities of equity, social justice, civility, fairness, compassion, and equality in either an academic or organizational setting. A PDF file is available to view and submit your votes. The deadline for nominations is October 23rd, and the ceremony will be held November 7th. For additional information, contact Amy Salesgiver at 814-393-2109 or asalesgiver@pennwest.edu. And with that out of the way, we are going to send it over to Richie Armagoss for this week's sports.
Thanks, Jay. The women's soccer team went up against Seton Hill last Wednesday. The Fighting Scots saw their comeback bid come back short, with the Griffins outshooting the Scots 13-11 overall. The Scots lost 3-2. Then the Scots went up against Cal at Sox Harrison Stadium on Saturday. Edinboro outshot the Vulcans 16-4 overall and 8-1 in shots. In goal with Emily Vulgan scoring the first point with the 7th goal of the season, helping the Scots win 3-1 against the Vulcans. The Scots will return to the field on Wednesday when they travel to Gannon. The football team went up against Gannon on Saturday at McConnell Family Stadium. The Golden Knights opened the scoring, taking the opening kickoff and going 75 yards on 8 plays. Isaac Bernard finished the game with 171 rushing yards and a touchdown. Despite this, the Scots lost 23-12 against the Golden Knights. The Scots will be back in action on Saturday when they travel to IUP. That's all we have for this week. For more details and updates for sports, go to GoFightingScots.com.
Fall is in the air and it's time to celebrate all things Halloween. One fun activity that happened this past weekend was the annual Pumpkin Walk in Erie. Hosted at Waldemere Park, there were over 1,000 pumpkins on display that were carved by several local groups and area schools. The event also featured many family-friendly activities such as refreshments, information tables, and even a spin on the historic carousel. Despite the rain and cold over the weekend, hundreds of people showed up for some family entertainment.
What I like about Pumpkin Walk is all the decorations. I really like the pumpkins and the lights, and I like that we get to ride the merry-go-round, and I get to hang out with my friends. I don't get to see that often during the off-season.
If you missed your chance, the event will return next October. However, it's never too late to carve some pumpkins or begin picking out your costume for this Halloween season.
And with that, that is the end of the show. But as a friendly reminder, if you know anybody, a future Fighting Scot or friend or relative that is interested in Penn West Edinboro, there will be a fall open house hosted this weekend from 9:30 to 1 o'clock in the Cole Memorial Auditorium. And that's all we have for this week. And the weather is finally cooling down, so stay warm and take in the changing leaves. It's pretty out there. Thank you for watching, and we will see you here next week on another episode of Edinboro Essentials.